We created our core values in our first year of existence with a few goals in mind. To reinforce with our team the values that drive us, that make us better, and that bring us together. Put another way, to establish our culture and keep it tight. Second, to guide our team in recruiting and hiring people who meet the standards in these core values. Finally, to convey to our clients what makes True Title different, what sets us apart. These values are meant to be fun and quirky, as opposed to bland corporate speak, but still convey very important messages. For instance, the wisdom of vanilla ice sounds silly, but the underlying message is clear. We listen, we collaborate, and we solve problems. We talk about our values as a team regularly, and each quarter, we hand out 2 value awards to team members who demonstrated a true value at a very high level. The candidates for the awards are nominated by their fellow employees, and management votes on the winners. The winners receive a gift card, recognition at company meetings, and social media posts. We are very proud to honor and respect these true values. And now, let's listen to our team describe what these values are and what they mean to them.
At True Title, we are a company that has to find solutions. If we can't figure out a way to close a transaction the right way, then no other company can.
If I can't figure out how to say yes, I run it up the leadership chain. Only our president, John Duckworth, can say no, and he never says no. That doesn't mean that we take unnecessary risks or ignore problems. We have to find a way to mitigate those risks or solve those problems. That doesn't mean that we'll give a simple or an easy answer, but we'll find a solution. We'll provide a path to get any deal closed and insured.
Yes can mean helping a lender meet a last-minute closing deadline, clearing title issues that seemed impossible, or working with multiple parties to overcome complex legal or underwriting concerns.
We collaborate across departments, leveraging our network of experts, and explore every option available before considering a no.
Title insurance is all about the details. We analyze legal descriptions, language in deeds, marital status. All of these little things, the small stuff, can have an outsized impact on the state of title.
One of the ways we spot the small stuff is by paying attention, especially when it comes to wires. We're hyper aware of the potential for wire fraud, so we're always looking for any inconsistencies or any weird things that come up with wires. We always want to make sure that we are on top of our game because it is such an important detail.
We protect our clients' most important assets, their home, their business, their investments, a job we do not take lightly. While we're not perfect, we know that we need to focus on every aspect of the transaction, making sure our clients have a wonderful experience and get their home or their business with clear title, without issues, so they can leave confidently and excitedly about the purchase of their new property. Our clients trust us because they know we will do the quiet, behind-the-scenes work that prevents big problems later. The peace of mind that we deliver is built on diligence, so our clients can walk away from closing confident, excited, and ready to enjoy their new property.
The old saying that smiles are contagious, I completely agree with that. When someone is smiling at me, I want to smile back. You've had a rough day, or maybe you know your client's had a rough day. Smiling and laughing with them helps get through the transaction, and everyone walks away feeling good.
It's impossible not to smile and sound like you're smiling, because you are, and they hear that, and that conveys over the phone, which is the most amazing talent you can have, because that could very easily reassure somebody in a very stressful situation.
It can calm a nervous client, soften difficult news, and make problem solving feel collaborative.
It also helps in person in so many ways, because sometimes a smile could brighten somebody's whole day. It lets them know that you're listening to them. It lets them know that you're interactive with them, that you're confident in what you're saying, and you're trying to relay positivity.
Within every mistake lies opportunity. It's a simple statement, but it holds a lot of meaning. Most of us think of mistakes as something to avoid, but the truth is, mistakes are often the starting point of growth. When something goes wrong, we have a choice. We can get defensive, or we can pause, understand what happened, and learn from it. That's how we get better, not just as professionals, but as people. But there's an even deeper side to this value. Mistakes don't just teach us, they reveal who we are. You don't really know someone's integrity until you see how they handle something that didn't go as planned. The same is true for companies. How we respond in those moments, whether it's with honesty, accountability, and action, that's what shows our true character. True title, we don't pretend to be perfect. We will always strive to do the right thing when we make a mistake, whatever that may be, because that moment right there is our opportunity to learn, to improve, and to show our clients and our teammates exactly who we are.
Make your words like chocolate, because you never know when you might have to eat your words. It's a reminder not to speak negatively about others or things and to avoid unnecessary complaints when you can. You never want to say anything about someone or something you wouldn't want anyone else to hear, and this is a reminder of that for sure. And if we remember to be positive, constructive, uplifting, and avoid drama and hurt feelings where we can, we foster a better and happier relationship with our coworkers and clients, which ultimately leads to a better experience for our customers.
If you haven't listened to an angry customer long enough for them to apologize to you, you haven't listened long enough.
To me, this value means that patience in listening transforms conflict into connection. We really try and reinforce to listen. Most folks just want to be heard. When they're upset, it could be about anything. We have no idea what they're coming in off the street dealing with prior to coming into our office. The point is that we need to hear them, to understand them, and not focus on defending ourselves or the company, but to understand how we can help that person. Anyone who has followed this value knows it is always true. And anyone who has ever been on the other side, who has been upset, complained to management, etc., and had an active listener on the other side probably apologized at the end of their rant.
A sincere listener is rare. That is why we practice it, to stand out. We turn potential damaging interactions into opportunities to build trust and loyalty.
So, the idea of stop, collaborate, and listen. I think it really, on the base of it, addresses how we come to solutions together as a team.
Everybody does a really great job of answering questions. Yeah, it's really important because there are times where these are time-sensitive closings, so they're might need to have a question answered right away. So it's nice to be able to actually get a hold of somebody.
Especially as a closer, you kind of feel like you're on the front lines and you walk into that room and by yourself. And I don't know all the answers. I don't solve everything, but I know that if I run into something that I can't handle, I've got a huge team of support behind me that will jump in quickly and help get to the finish line.